A $94 million Texas travel chain heading to Kansas. Nigeria training government workers in AI. 3 brand new species discovered on a remote island. And a one-point basketball thriller. This is the good news you need. I'm Steve Rhode, and I've got stories from around the world that I wanted to share with you today. Plus, a dad joke that's safe for kiddos and cars. Today's show is brought to you by Friday, everybody's favorite word. All right, first up. So if you've never been to a Buc-ee's here in the United States, you're in for a treat. It's this Texas travel chain that's become legendary for having the cleanest bathrooms in America and stores so massive they feel like small cities. Well, Kansas City, Kansas is about to get their first one. They just broke ground on a $94.7 million location near the Kansas Speedway, and it's targeting an April 2027 launch. Now, here's why this matters. This isn't just about gas and snacks. Buc-ee's locations typically feature over 100 gas pumps and thousands of food items, and great food. And they're known for creating hundreds of good jobs. When one of these places opens, it becomes a destination that boosts tourism and local economic activity. I mean, I've driven 2 hours out of my way to go to one. It's an experience. So Kansas is getting their first taste of what Texans have known for years. Sometimes a gas station can be so much more than a place just to fill up your tank. And speaking of investment in the future, Google just launched something pretty impressive in Nigeria. They've partnered with the country's Ministry of Communications to create the Apolitical Government AI Campus, basically a comprehensive training program teaching Nigerian civil servants how to use artificial intelligence in their daily work. Now, here's what I love about this. Instead of waiting around to figure out artificial intelligence, Nigeria is training their entire civil service to use it right now. The program covers everything from AI fundamentals to leadership training, and participants get access to a global community where thousands of government workers share best practices. What's cool about this is that Nigeria is positioning itself as a leader in AI adoption across Africa, and they're doing it proactively. Research shows that every dollar invested in AI can add more than $8 to the economy. That's the kind of forward thinking that could really pay off. And here's something that made me smile. A researcher just discovered 3 brand new species on a remote island in Australia. Nobody knew they existed before. I mean, we're talking about a frog named the coepad frog. The name comes from the local word meaning rocky mountain, plus some new gecko species. I mean, think about what this means. In 2025, with all our satellites and technology, we're still finding completely new forms of life on our planet. This tiny island in the Torres Strait, which sits between Australia and Papua New Guinea, just gave us 3 species we never knew existed. It's proof that our world is even more diverse and wonderful than we realized. And there are still amazing discoveries waiting for us if we just take the time to look. Oh, and one more. You know those basketball games where you cannot sit down for the last 5 minutes? Well, one of those happened in the Philippines this week. I love this team name. The University of Cebu Webmasters. Yeah, you heard that right. Webmasters pulled off a nail-biting 67-66 victory over the University of Southern Philippines Foundation Panthers. 1 stinking point. That's all that separated these teams after a full game of college basketball. The kind of game where fans are going absolutely wild at the Cebu Coliseum. And both teams are leaving everything they've got on the court. This is college sports at its finest. Young athletes giving everything they've got in front of passionate fans. These kinds of close games remind us why sports can matter. The excitement, the competition, the community coming together to cheer on their teams. Wow. All right, time for your dad joke. What's the best way to save your dad jokes? In a database. Oh my gosh. And I've read that joke before I said it, and it still made me laugh. Oh, that's your good news for today. I'm Steve Rhode, and I'm glad you were here. Links to all the stories are in the episode description. And if this helped you today, share it with someone else who might need it. And hey, I'll be back next time if you want to join me again. You can also visit tapyournews.com, sign up for email notifications. And I also host a True Crime Cases You Haven't Heard podcast all about fascinating true crimes. Check it out at truecrimeunheard.com. See you next time.